And welcome back to What If Naruto Had a Zanpakuto, the Ichimonji edition. Last time, part 9. Last time on Naruto What If, Naruto began his training under Jiraiya, and Jiraiya was surprised to find out that he already had access to Kurama's chakra. So now it was a matter of A, training Naruto a bit to use it more effectively, B, teaching him the summoning jutsu, but also seeing Naruto's propensity towards sealing, trying to strengthen his ability to use sealing and things along those lines, because there aren't many seal users in the world, and Naruto showed him what he could do, and he was actually impressed. So we actually now fast forward to after the trade. Now Naruto still has that run-in with Gaara, same with Shikamaru, and I do think that Gaara still kind of shakes him a little bit because this is what Naruto could have become. But Naruto still has those doubts. He ends up seeing Hinata again. He's glad to see she's okay. I did forget to mention, I think in the last video, that he did make the vow to, avenge her after Neji just totally messed her up. But they have that nice talk. I think it's also a little bit nicer because Naruto is actually taking more notice of Hinata in this one than he was in the first one. So he's a bit more engaging with her. Including the whole lines of, I used to kind of think you're quite hard, but honestly, kind of like people like you. It's like, he likes me. It's like, but yeah, the Ichiraku, gives him the special ROM and all that. He, unlike before though, he doesn't have trouble. There isn't that whole side quest in the anime where he's trying to just get to the stadium. No, he gets there. And everyone's ready, everyone's prepared. Dosu is still around. Now, the reason I choose to leave Dosu around when he usually has to fight Sakura or whoever else is around is due to the fact that he targeted Gaara, A, because he was the one he was going to end up fighting Sasuke. B, Dosu was basically in a bye round, so basically he got the bye and had to fight the winner of the next match. But C, and I think this is the big reason, he wasn't a member of that village. If Gaara had been a leaf ninja, he might not have been so keen to just waste him, because then the people of the village do an inquiry of, well, this person died. But Gaara isn't a member of the leaf. He's a sand ninja. So even though his death would be, tragic for the sand, and the leaf might do a little investigating, it's not as going to raise so many alarms if he killed a sand nin than if he killed a leaf nin. But it's because of that he doesn't kill Sakura. Everyone's prepared, everyone's ready. Naruto is glaring at Neji. Okay, except for the two combatants, everyone else go into the waiting stands. And so, Neji and Naruto are left standing. You better be prepared to lose. Fate has declared me the winner. Well, and you have no chance against me. Why are you doing this exactly? And then Naruto's looking at him. And he takes the Ichimonji off his back, and he just holds out his fist, because I made a promise to someone. I will beat you. But first he looks up in the stands and just actually looks up to Sakura and says, "Hey, Sakura, could you hold on to this guy for me?" And it's like, don't worry. It's like, whoa. It's like, don't worry. It's not going to do anything so long as I don't want you to want him to. It's like, almost like, for some weird reason, she hears Ichimonji's voice brief. She's not connected. I'm just making a joke. It's like, don't worry, little lady. I wasn't going to do anything as long as you caught me right. It's like, what? But so you're not going to you don't use that brush against me, against any leaf nin, do you, Naruto? It's like, no, of course not. I made a promise to the third Hokage. That brush is too dangerous to be used against an ally. Not that I'm going to need to beat your sorry ass. That seems to be a lot of talk. Let's see if you can, if Yakuza back it up. To which Naruto and him briefly go into, stand off and briefly go into hand-to-hand combat. Now, Naruto's hand-to-hand combat skills are decent. Like, Naruto actually even in if you read the Naruto wiki, for the basic Naruto information, Naruto always actually got a passing grade in Taijutsu. It was one of the few courses he actually did okay in. And I would imagine Naruto has better skills here than he did back in the Chunin games, or in the original one. But let's not mince words here. Neji still is far superior, but Naruto has the advantage of skills, including, just as Neji's about to, go in for a strike, he suddenly sees kunai appear in Naruto, and he just, he barely avoids, he gets a minor nick on his arms, and Naruto is now actually got him on the back foot briefly. Kunai seals, just like Tenten. That's right. He used them before in the original. He used them before in a fight. He can use seals. That makes him all the more dangerous. And he does land that strike on Naruto that he does in the original. Naruto, though, is able to briefly grab him, just like, and almost cut him. That's what Neji thinks he's trying to. What Neji believes he's doing is just trying to cut him. Naruto is able to grab him, but is unable to, hold on for more than a second. And Naruto gets pushed back, and Neji looks and realizes I missed, just like he did. I was close. That did not tickle. Oh, that's how that feels. Oh, that does not feel good. All right, ass. Let's see how you like this. And Shadow Clone Jutsu. The clones appear, and and Neji's like, clever. You divide your chakra among your clones, but it doesn't matter. I'll find the real one. And Naruto's clones obviously go after him. He again actually has to be a bit more cautious because the Narutos also have kunai in hand, ninja weapons in hand. So but he's able to quickly make work of them. And let's see if he can handle this. And then more clones obviously come at him, and then Neji rushes past him, past all of them, and it's like, it doesn't matter how many clones you make if you just hang him behind. It's like, is that right? And then poof, and all of a sudden a bunch of the clones disappear, but Neji realizes, what? Ninja wire. It's like, got you. Ready, boys? And then the Naruto clones, there's 4 Naruto clones on both sides. And quickly they are going through some hand signs, making a seal. All of a sudden, that barrier shows up again, and Neji realizes, like, it's the same trick he used on Kiba. He caged him in. It's like, not going to let that happen. And all of a sudden, the Naruto clones realize, what's he doing? Wait, what's he doing? It's like, rotate! A Trigun's rotation! And basically, he's winding Naruto up, like, taking all of Naruto's ninja wiles, like, crap. Naruto goes flying into the seal that's caving in, and the Naruto's actually have to deactivate the seal so Naruto doesn't go head first into it. Unfortunately, that means he instead goes head first in the rotation, and Naruto just gets thrown into the wall. Neji throws kunai and shuriken at the clones. They boop, boop, boop. So Naruto's like, oh, it's like, crap, that didn't work. You're within range. I have you now, you loser. This is fate. I have you in my range. Like, what? And Hinata Emerald was like, Naruto, look out, no, Naruto! Hayashi's obviously amazed. That can't be. And Hyuga Art, Gentle Fist. Well, I'm trying to remember the actual order of the name. 8 trigrams. 64, 2 palms, 4 palms, 8 palms, 16 palms, 32 palms, 8 trigrams, 64 palms. It's like, and then Naruto again just, goes, and, he just goes straight on flying. And, Neji just, I'm sorry, but this is reality. I'll give you credit. You put up much more of a fight than I anticipated, but this is over. The ref called the match. He's unable about, and which obviously, no, that's not true. As Naruto's like, I'm sorry, what were you talking about? That's not good. Even my seals weren't able to hold all that back. Your seals? And to which, Naruto's saying, that's right. And, all of a sudden, Neji can actually see seals, like, seal matrices glowing on Naruto's wardrobe. Albeit they end up breaking. It's like, crap, he overloaded them. That's right. You didn't think I was going to come into a fight against you, of all people, knowing that full well what your Gentle Fist can do without going in for some insurance. The perfect stage taught me this. It's a basic barrier seal. I just treated my jacket with it. Basically, it permeated my wardrobe with a layer of chakra. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to really put a lot of chakra into it, so it was only really good for low-level attacks. Your basic strikes weren't going to be able to do much, but they did still hurt. But that last technique, I actually managed to overload the seal. I think even close to some of my chakra points. To which Neji just, takes a breath. He's a little out of breath, admittedly. And say, I see. So you came that prepared. It looks like you're running out of tricks. It's like, I've got plenty of tricks up my sleeve, but this match, you're right, Neji. This match is over. To which Neji just walks up, still out of breath. And so I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Very well. I told you, fate has decided me as the winner. What's again? You notice I've been mentioning he's out of breath. He's realizing he's more and more out of breath. Just what is going on? Why am I so tired? It's like that would probably be the chakra seal I planted on you. What? What? Wait, how could you do such a thing? What do you mean chakra seal? And he sees where Naruto went to cut him. That wasn't Naruto's intention. He put a chakra seal on him. And a chakra seal can do many things, including siphoning chakra. But how would you be able to do something like this? It's just because you have a chakra seal on me doesn't mean anything. You're just siphoning the chakra to a certain point. I could just activate the chakra I wanted to. It's like Naruto just looks at him and is like, yeah, you could if the chakra were actually going to just staying in that one seal. What do you mean? It's like you haven't really been paying attention to the battlefield, have you, Neji? And Neji sees that at the points where the clones were, there's a glowing seal mage cover. Neji's chakra is being siphoned to these 4 seals. It's like, wait, how? That wasn't, but you were using a barrier seal before. It actually wasn't that hard. You just got to add chakra seal. You just got to add chakra storage seals onto those seals, and there you go. But you would have had to have done that immediately, quickly before. You would have had to have done that before now Neji's collapsing. You would have done that before I killed the clones. Yeah, it's like, I did do that before the clones. I did that before I even activated the barrier. And then Neji's eyes just widens. Like, your goal was never to never use the barrier to trap me, was it? It was just a diversion. It's like, well, I mean, you're half right. I was hoping the barrier would work, but my game plan was actually just to drain your chakra. I knew firsthand I could never beat you in a straight-on one-to-one hand-to-hand fight. But I got plenty of tricks up my sleeve, Ninja. That's what being a ninja's about. And that's the beauty of seals. The limits are just your imagination. It's like, damn it. And then, he just kind of goes on his back like he does when Naruto clocks. He's like, I should have realized from first DM, you and those damn seals and those damn clones of yours. I was careless. And then Naruto obviously gives him then the speech about, and, I failed the graduation exam 3 times. The technique I could never get down, the Shadow Clone Jutsu. Is like, you keep railing against destiny and all that, but for me, you keep talking about how there's destiny, but you've been fighting it your whole life. Even now, you talk about how, destiny is this and that, but the truth is, you don't buy any of it. You want to be free, and you try to fight every day against it. And because, so don't. I can't remember exactly what Naruto said exactly, but it was along the lines of, so stop living in your high tower and, saying fate's going to decide everything. You can change fate too, because unlike me, you're not a failure. It's like the winner is Naruto Uzumaki. And then Naruto, obviously, here's the thing he was not expecting, people cheering for him. That was a great moment, too. Honestly, I like that. Naruto, for the first time in his life, actually had people cheering for him. And he was, like, so happy to have that. So he ends up going back up there. Gaara is like, oh, Mother really wants his blood. He's smart. He's powerful. Oh, he'd be great. And so, thanks, Sakura. That was amazing, Naruto. Yeah. And Naruto looks up, by the way, and he sees Hinata, and he just gives her the thumbs up and the cheeky grin. And Hinata's... Fortunately, Naruto was not getting beaten anywhere near as bad, so it didn't cause so much stress on her. So she didn't have that episode she did originally. And Hinata's just got this, as big of a smile as Hinata, of all people, was very shy and meek could have. She's like, and she's just very happy. He's like, he did it. It's like, yay. It's like, oh my God, he did it. And he's looking at me and he's giving me the thumbs up. Yay. So anyway, a lot of this now goes the same. Gaara and Sasuke's is put on hold. Kankuro forfeits. The Shikamaru Tamari fight goes the same. Then you get to the Dosu Sakura fight. And Dosu's, just raising, you ready? You're not the one I want. You should give up now. It's like, you really think I'm going to give up now? You're insane. And she comes in and like, fine. Boom. Fine. See how you like it. And he basically just has both of his gauntlets. He's got no one, just clangs them both. And I actually imagine that he could most likely has other sound techniques besides the channeling the sound into the ear technique. Like, I imagine he can kind of do a Wonder Woman thing where he could probably make like a sonic wave. But he does that thinking he's just going to knock Sakura out. But he sees Sakura still coming. He's like, what? He's like, why isn't it working? And all of a sudden, Sakura just disappears, splits in two. And, It's kind of the same trick that the Rainin were doing, where it was basically like the clones kept like just multiplying. It's basically one of the genjutsu she learned. So it does like, what is this genjutsu? No, it can't boom, and the guy gets cracked. But unlike Ino, he doesn't necessarily have a glass jaw, so he just it's like, damn, I thought I was gonna take it out. How are you avoiding my techniques? Tell me. And it's like, fine, we'll have it your way. And he just throws kunai at her. One of them has an explosive note on there. She gets out of the way. Cherry Blossom Blizzard happens, but he immediately like dispels it. Only for Sakura to try to throw another genjutsu. He dispels that one as well. And eventually she's starting to get tired. Comes in, just like, got you. And then he realizes, like, so that's how you've been doing it. Earplugs. And she's like, no. And like, boom. And just like, ah. And she almost like, she's like grabbing onto him. And it's like, it's over. I'll admit, that was a good little, you put up more of a fight than I thought, little girl. But in the end, what? And then Sakura's like, sorry, but I'm not so easy to fool anymore. And then all of a sudden, it just turns into a tree, starts rapping. I was like, what is this? What kind of... He tries to dispel it, but it's like, this is a much higher level genjutsu. And, she's right behind him with a kunai. She's like, it's over. And now it's over. And it's like, Dosu's unable to battle. The winner's Sakura Haruno. Yay! Now, sadly, his body's going to get used for Edo Tensei later. But, yeah. Now, here's the interesting thing. This, I think, has given enough time for Kakashi and Sasuke to show up immediately after the fact of Sakura's victory. It's like, Sasuke, I think, oh, thank God, he's finally here. Oh, sorry, are we late? We had to delay it at least once, but you lucked out. You had to delay it once, but you lucked out, Kakashi. Otherwise, you would have been expelled. Sorry, because Sasuke's glaring. I was like, it's like, look, but it all worked out, right, Sasuke? It's like, all right, well, good luck. And obviously, Shikamaru and Naruto had that moment with Gaara in the hallway where he kills those men, and they are both shook. And even Ichimonji's like, such bloodlust for someone so young. It has to be his tail beast. The Shikaku of the sand. The Ichibe. Or not Ichibe, the Ichibe, I believe it was. Because it's one tail. So Shikaku of the sand. Because Ichimonji, I think, has been around long enough to know and can tell what all this is. It's like, Naruto shows up to warn Kakashi about, we need to stop this fight. It's like, Sasuke can handle it. Don't understand, Kakashi says it. He's like me. It's like, what do you mean? He's like, and Naruto holds up, he's like me. He's like me, and he holds up his hand like this, because he would know that Kakashi knows, honestly. And Kakashi realizes, it's like, I see. It's like, which one? And Kakashi's like, oh, thank you for the warning, Naruto, but I still think you're underestimating Sasuke. You've come a long way in the last month. It's like, are you? All right, fine, Kakashi-sensei. I'll trust you on this one. Because, yeah, this is one of those things where Naruto would probably be, like, the foremost expert of, like, don't mess with this guy. So their fight begins, and it starts out relatively the same. He throws his shurikens, the Saiyan clone comes out. Sasuke, though, does now know how to channel lightning chakra into his weapons, not just fire. So he does it again. This time, the shurikens, or in this case, kunai, bypass the sand as lightning is strong against earth, and Gaara actually almost takes one and actually gets stabbed a bit. And he's like, what is this? It's like, and he sees a little bit of red. Now, don't get me wrong, the kunai, given your length of your kunai, which is not a foot, but looks like it's like 8 inches long, roughly, maybe 6 to 8, like only about, I don't know, half an inch, had some blood. It barely pierced it, but he actually sees, like, he actually made me bleed. You actually made me show my own blood, Sasuke Uchiha. Sasuke Uchiha. Yes, you will prove my existence. You will be the one. Then, he prepares the Shikakus as Saiyan Sphere. It's like, I see. And, Naruto and Sasuke's trying everything he can, throwing a fireball jutsu out there, makes some sand, but ultimately sand just cracks and make more sand. The glass just cracks, makes glass, the glass cracks, and, more sand comes to replace it. So Sasuke ultimately prepares the Chidori, and, comes in, and then lands the actual serious blow on Gaara. It's like, what is this feeling? It's blood. It's my blood. It's my blood. And obviously Shikaku comes out briefly. It's like, what the hell? And the invasion of the sound and the sand begin. Obviously, Orochimaru takes hold of the third. The sand form make the barrier. The Genjutsu tries to get placed, but Ichimonji suggests using a bit of Kurama's chakra to keep himself awake, to which Naruto does. Sakura also repels the Genjutsu, and the invasion begins. Now, when the ninjas, the sound ninjas show up, Naruto actually does boop boop bat a couple away instinctively with Ichimonji, knowing that they're enemies, and immediately weakens them, to which Kakashi quickly takes them out. Just nice shot, Naruto, but you guys need to go after Sasuke now. Paku here will help you. And so they're after Sasuke. Sasuke, Shino, that entire scenario goes down pretty much verbatim the same. Up until Naruto and Sakura go and, stop Sasuke, which, Naruto again kicks him straight in the face. Gaara goes flying a little bit. It's like, Naruto Uzumaki. You have a knack for getting in the way. It's like, look, Gaara, and Naruto's like trying to play. It doesn't have to be this way, Gaara. I can help you. We can help you. It doesn't have to be this way, Gaara. I understand what you're going through. I get it. You think you know me, Naruto? You know nothing about me. My existence is pain, eternal pain that can only be quenched with the blood of others. Quench it for me, Naruto. Let me be alive! And, what is it? Wind shuriken! Poof, poof, poof. And Naruto's immediately like, crap! And Naruto tries another technique he now knows, just poof. He actually, instead of, putting his hands on the ground here, instead basically had the seal matrix just like there immediately, because it's a basic barrier seal, and just poof, poof. Basically what Naruto does is make an actual energy shield. Think kind of, actually the best way to put it is think Bleach. Danku is Bakudo 88, the defensive. It's a big rectangular shield that can block really high level attacks. Think of it like that, but in this case, Naruto can just make it in a whim. Granted, though, it has to be between the 2 points of his hand, so he has to basically be like that. And he can make his palms flat and make it still work. Basically, kind of brace his butt. Damn it! I don't, because Naruto can basically see that he could have turned out like this guy. He doesn't want to use Ichimonji unless he absolutely has to. At least not in the pure sense of, using actual, painted black or blackened Ichimonji and use the ink and basically just end Gaara. He doesn't want to do that if he doesn't have to. But at the same time, it's like, I've got to do something against this guy. I'll kill you. Now, he realizes, though, that he can use Ichimonji's name-cutting ability on the sand. Because the sand, at least in this case, has created a solid mass. So he can just, boom, hit the arm, and just, boom, and the arm kind of just, what did he do? Naruto, that strategy will only work for so long. He can always replenish himself with more sand. I know, but I can't get close enough to the guy to put any seals on him. All right. Well, here goes nothing. He's like, Shadow Clone Jutsu! And, the clones kind of pile on him. It's like, boom! All of a sudden, Naruto gets behind him again. And, puts the kunai in his ass, basically. An enema. Great. And he's like, and the Naruto smiles and just, boom, explodes because he does know the exploding Shadow Clone Jutsu. Just, and then the Naruto from over there is like, paralysis seal! He put a seal at the base. I can barely move. This guy's strong. To you. I won't. Not to you. There's no way I'm gonna lose to a guy like you. And turns into the full Shikaku, into which Naruto and Ichimonji's like, oh, this isn't good. And by the way, Sakura actually is okay in this fight, by the way. She did not get, she's been helping Sasuke out in this. I was like, Sakura, get Sasuke out of here now. It's like, Naruto, you can't take this guy off. Oh no, we gotta help him. And then Naruto actually published some Fox chakra into him because he's gonna need this extra chakra. Be like, Sakura, no arguing right now. There's no way you and Sasuke can take this guy on, and I can't fight while protecting you, so go! To which Sakura is just like shocked at just how, first off, the eyes, because she does notice him, and she sense the chakra influx a little bit too, but just how, like, a, leader like Naruto's being like, look, we can't take him on together because I can't protect you guys while this Sasuke's hurt and you can only do you don't have any techniques to take this guy on. Genjutsu's not going to work on this thing very well. At least not any level of Genjutsu she has. So you got to let me end this. Now die, Naruto Uzumaki! Summoning Jutsu! And there is Naruto on top of Gamutsu. Oh, Naruto, it's you! Why did you summon me, brat? Sorry about that, Cheeto, but I need your help. What? Ah, I see. Shikaku the Sand Spirit. And so, that is where we're going to leave part 9. Oh, yeah, I love me some cliffhangers when I can get some cliffhangers in there. Let's keep this going, baby. I actually thought that was a really good place to end it. The fight between Gamabunta and Shikaku is about to go down. Until then, though, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Hit that bell if you want to be notified. This is Wednesday. I've got the Zanpakuto video on Thursday, and I've got the review for Cop Shop. It's a smaller film. It's got Gerard Butler, Frank Grillo in it. I like Gerard Butler and Frank Grillo, so I'm down for that. It looks like a fun little movie. I digress. Thanks for watching. Oh, and Cry Macho. I know Cry Macho is getting a release this week. I just don't know if it's wide. Like Malignant got a wide release, but it actually didn't come to my Cinemark, surprisingly. So yeah, Cry Macho allegedly is only getting a limited release. But let me double check real quick if that is actually getting a release here at my Cinemark. Let's find out, shall we? So let's see, that would be Thursday or Friday. See, okay, so Cop Shop. Okay, Malignant did get a release in Cinemark. That's odd. Said limited on the box office motion thing, but whatever. But yeah, Cop Shop is getting released on Thursday. My guess is if we get Cry Macho, it's actually going to be on Friday. Yep, Cry Macho on Friday. So I'll probably do a double feature this week of Cop Shop Thursday and Cry Macho on Friday, which is good because my girlfriend does D&D on Friday, so we're not in each other's way. Till then, though, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you folks later.